let's say we're talking to brand new creators here.
Mm-hmm.
What would you suggest they do? Let's say they're under 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. They're just kind of getting going. What are the best ways that you tell them to monetize right now before they have AdSense or platform monetization, that kind of stuff?
This is really fresh for you, so
Yeah.
I would be interested to hear.
I
you
mean,
first.
one, don't quit your job and have another source of income.
Yes,
so that
good
this
advice.
because I think once you put the pressure of having to make money, your content will change also. And I mean, I've wrestled with this recently of like, ooh, maybe I should have this person on my channel. Not because necessarily I think it's good for my channel, but it's like, it's going to be good. Maybe it'll monetize more.
Mhm.
And so I think finding that line. I mean, the only practical way is if you've got close friends, family who want to support, start there. You know, like, hey, I'm starting this project. But again, I think early on, be thinking where you want to be. Early on, you can be focusing on your content. Like start to put in the reps, and then go from there. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think all the things we talked about, I generally, when I start something new and I want to start a movement or want to start something, I think about my audience and my listeners. And obviously it starts with really excellent, great content, just like Matt said. Once you have that going or you've created that, then it's a matter of, in my opinion, you need to, even before you start making money, it's really vital that you get an email list. In 2025, some sort of list, some sort of email list. And I usually get that from I still think it works, is a free, something of value for someone else in exchange for them giving me their email address. And you could do that through Patreon as well, for example.
Yeah. Would you still do that over even, like, I've heard a lot about text, like having their phone number instead? Is that more powerful or no?
People always there's a lot of people that say text is the future, and it might very well be. And I just don't think the text world is nearly as developed as the email space. I still, one of my businesses is in the Christian space, and whenever I send an email to my 10,000 active email subscribers, these are active email subscribers, I know that I'm going to get about a 30 to 40% response rate. And usually I will see this percentage of people purchase if I'm making an offer. I don't always sell stuff on my email list. I provide value to my email subscribers. But when I am selling something, I can usually count on a certain amount of revenue to come in from that offering. So I think it's really, really vital that you find a way to stay in touch and communicate with your audience. Otherwise, I hear a lot of people that rely on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram. And yes, you might have 100,000 followers, but what if you get deplatformed? Or what if you lose that opportunity to connect? So even before revenue, I think you build the foundation on having some way of automatically collecting email addresses, engaging with your audience, providing value. And then when you begin to have opportunities to monetize, I think community is the number one way. I think Patreon or however else it might be, I think community is huge. Even those $5 a month people really make a huge difference over time. And from there you can go to a lot of different places, but I think you got to build a foundation on some of those things I just mentioned.
Be focused on where your destination is, I think, is my biggest thing. Like, even when we had 80 subscribers, we had a Patreon, because we were excited about jumping into it and knowing that, okay, if we have 5 friends that help us do this, it makes it sustainable, So whether it's like my mom jumped on there and then like 2 of our closest friends, and then it grew from there. Right. And now I've got about 630 active patron members, right? Paying patron members. And so those people are excited to talk every week. They're excited to be part of community. They're excited to get the extra content, but most of all, they're excited to be helping to support me, know, because even if it's just like the majority of those are $5 a month people, right? but those people help to put food on my table, and they're helping me to save up for a house. And like, these people are really helping me to continue to do my channel, because if I didn't have all those other things, I'd have to go back to doing videography, or I'd have to go back to, a ministry position or something else. God would lead me somewhere else. But because these people have stepped up, it allows me to do what I do, which is incredible for sure. What I would say about monetization, if you're just starting out, is one, start a Patreon for sure. That's how you can start getting emails if you want to do that. Start getting emails, get those all together. I would also say, start thinking about how you can use your skills in other ways. So if you're learning about cameras and stuff, can you use videography outside and doing a different side hustle, right?
Oh yeah, very good point.
Or even closer to YouTube, which can help you as well, is whatever niche you're in, go to all of the brands within that niche and say, hey, I'll make some UGC for you, which is user-generated content.
That's
so
a good idea.
A great one for me early on was Artsabox. Artsabox, if you don't know, is like it's an Israel subscription box, right? They'll send a box to your house every quarter that has local ingredients or local goods from Israel, right? All different types of stuff from Israel. Really cool company. But for the longest time, how we worked together was one, affiliate, like you said. So if I help to sell a box, they'll pay me a little bit on the back end. And then also making content for them. So it doesn't go on my channel, doesn't go on my Instagram, but it can go on their Instagrams or their channels or whatever else. I think this is an amazing thing that's overlooked by newer creators, because they just think, oh, nobody would ever want my stuff. But a lot of these brands are looking for UGC creators to do what they do. In a way, my channel is a massive UGC channel, right? For these different brands, whether it's, whatever show I'm talking about or whatever, they see my channel as almost a user-generated content sort of channel. They just don't pay me for it, right? But that's okay, because I then earn relationships in return instead of money, right? Which is just as valuable, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah. Which enables you to create better content.
Yeah.
I got a free fish taco out of my channel.
There you go.